A tree does not change from its original form. It doesn't. So a mango will forever be a mango. So you cannot say that this time it has given me, what will I say, lemons, but it's an orange tree. So eventually it will give me oranges that are sweet because these lemons are bitter. That's not going to happen. So you will know them, and that is discernment. You will know them. Sometimes people display who they are. They display with comments, with body language, with who they decide to hang out with, and how they decide to oppose us, or how they decide to just become a thorn in your life. And then you don't have to give excuses for that. You have to be a better reader of character, a better judge of character. And sometimes, do you know that you will have even a gut feeling about a person before they open their mouth to say anything? Before, when they come in your presence, you can tell, I think I'll be able to deal with this person. Or you will tell that my heart or my soul is actually repelling this person. That means I don't have to just pass by without saying hi. No, I can say hi to them. I can even help them when they come to ask help. But that means that your soul, your gut feeling is warning you that you should never be open. You should never be an open book in front of this person, because chances are they will use it against you. So when it comes to relationships, when it comes to being selfless, you will know them by their fruits. When you see someone using you, in the case of being selfless, you are giving, you are generous, you are out there helping as much as possible. And then this same person, you come with a need, and this person does not even give you the time of day, does not even pick your call. But when they call, you run and pick their calls, and they tell you, I'm in this fix, and then you send them mobile money, and all of a sudden, when it comes to your turn, once you called them, they did not pick. You call them when you're in a problem. They clearly said, I have no way out. I can't help. I know that it's true. Sometimes you cannot help. But there are people who go out of their way and try so much to make sure. Now, if you have a person who has ever gone out of their way, they're like, you know what? I am not well. I am not financially well, but let me make some calls and get back to you. And you realize this person has made calls, has even borrowed money on your behalf, has sent you money at the hospital where you are. You've been able to be discharged and gone. Yes, you've thanked them. They were generous, that even when they did not have, they went out of their way because they value the relationship with you. But there are people that will never value the relationship that you have with them. They will be takers and they will never be givers. So every time you call on them, they're the ones who have nothing. They're the ones who cannot step in. And then while they tell you we have nothing, in the evening they're asking their friends, where is the party? I'm buying the first round. So and then you're saying, okay, so you are actually going to buy sodas and drinks and meats and stuff like that, or lunch for people. But when I called you in my time of need, you actually told me you don't have. And some people are never ashamed. So you see them by their fruit. Now, you don't say, this is, just like I said, a lemon. They've given me lemons today, but tomorrow they will give me oranges. No. That means next time they come to you, sometimes you grow weary and you get tired. That was my first statement. You grow weary and get tired. So next time they come to you, chances are you're going to tell them, you know what? I don't have. Why? Because maybe what you've remained with, you also think it should take you through the week. But the other time you were so selfless, you were not thinking about how you will go through the week. You'd even give it to anyone. So that means this takes you back to yourself, and you start taking care of yourself better. And know that no one has your back but you. That even when naturally you are a very selfless person, or you learned to be selfless while growing up, that the world does not have your back, that you have your own back. So save as much as you can. Invest as much as you can. Don't, be calculative and budget as much as you can. Because people that are people pleasers and people that are really givers and so generous, most times they give even the last coin that they have in there without thinking, how am I going to survive? How am I going to have lunch? How am I going to have supper? Yes, I know that they will always find a way of going through the days, but sometimes they hurt themselves. Remember, we are creating relationships, but relationships that do not hurt us. So that means that we are the gatekeepers to us, to our lives. And if you are the gatekeeper to your life, you have to know, how much do I have remaining? How much do I need to go through the month to go to work? How much do I need to feed? So that means I can have 1,000,000 shillings and I will tell someone I don't have money because this money, I need it to go through the month. I don't expect to get any other money. And so now you will feel bad while you're doing that because you are used to giving. But you will go through the month without having to make calls to borrow, without having to pray to God, please come to my rescue immediately right now, without fasting, you're not really intending to fast, but you have to go hungry because you don't have. But the person that you helped out, my friend, they are eating chicken and they are having fun and ordering pizzas and milkshakes. Meanwhile, you who gave them, you have nothing. That means they do not care much about you, but you care much about them. And I'm not saying that go out there and stop caring about people. I'm saying have your own back. I'm saying think about yourself. Some of you have given out things that even belong to your children, that even belong to your home. Like you are the man, but you promise everyone that has a wedding that you're going to give them millions of money. And now you are giving. Meanwhile, when it comes to you, even when your child is sick and you make a call, no one comes to your rescue. And that has happened for the past 5 years, for the past 20 years. Sometimes even your wife looks at you and tells you, but what's wrong with you? While we don't have something to eat at home, you're actually contributing towards something. Contribution is not bad. Or you're actually giving someone else who does not have food, and yet we do not have food. That is not being selfless. That is sometimes being, I don't know what it is. I've failed to term it because I don't want to use words that I'm not supposed to use. Okay? So have your own back and take care of your business. Okay? So that build your capacity. I think I learned that in life very early, that once I build my capacity and I can be able to take care of myself, I will even get enough that I will not be selfless and a giver out of nothing, but I will give from the abundance. That what fills my cup is mine, but what flows on the saucers, that belongs to other people. So I give you from the overflow. I don't give you from what is supposed to be mine. And that is not selfish. No, that is loving myself enough to create relationships that do not drain me, that do not dry me up, that do not make me bitter. Because relationships are supposed to make us better and not bitter. And so many of us have become so bitter because of the relationships that are in our lives. So discernment is the way to go, and we're still expounding on that. We're still talking about that. Don't go away.